I'm live. Hello there. Thank you for tuning in. It's Saturday and I wanted to give you an update. Like, where the heck have I been? I feel like there's a way to do like a theme. I don't know how to do that. So we're just live. I'm going to make some lasagna, but I wanted to update you. Like, where have I been? I literally don't think I've been active on social media for 4 or 5 weeks. So hi babe, my husband's on. He's in quarantine too. Anyway, gonna make some lasagna, but I wanted to update you guys on where I've been. So let me just preheat my oven really quick to 400, and then we're gonna have a little chat. I'll go outside. Okay, so 2021. It's been very interesting. It's been a year of travel. Yay, travel! Because 2020 sucked. I had to cancel. I was gonna go to the UK, had to cancel that trip. I was gonna go to Vegas, had to cancel that trip. So it was awesome. I got to do some travel in 2021, but it's also been filled with, hey Esley, hey Brenda. It's also been filled with quarantine because of travel. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys where I've been. Back at the end of January, I had the absolute pleasure of flying to Aruba, which was super awesome. But first I had to do 2 weeks of quarantine in a hotel room by myself. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty rough. But I got through it, and a lot of great things happen, and I'm going to be updating you guys on these great news that I have as they roll out, so stay tuned. But anyway, 2 weeks of quarantine in Aruba, then 1 week, actually 6 days, I had to cut short because of COVID, of an amazing convention. It was called Conquering Life Convention, and because of the quarantine, we were able to have like a bubble. So nobody had to wear masks or gloves or social distancing, which was really cool to be like normal for the first time in over a year, or a year. So that was fun. And then after those 6 days, the US came up with like some new arrangement where you can't fly into the US from another country unless you have a negative COVID test. So I had to cut my trip short, get a COVID test, which cost me $125. Thank you, Aruba, that I wasn't counting on, and get a hotel room outside of where I was already staying, and then be able to fly home. So luckily, I met some really great people. Hey, Matthew. And we were able to share like a hotel room. And we went on some amazing Aruba adventures for the last 24 hours. So I will share that footage as soon as I edit it. But we rented a Jeep and we went to like these sand dunes. And we're like driving in this Jeep and we went snorkeling. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I flew to Los Angeles, where I have my 2 best friends, Sam and MC. Love you guys. And I was going to stay in LA just for 1 night. Hey, Kaylee. Not even like 24 hours, just 1 night. I flew in at midnight, and then I had to fly out at 7 a.m. the next morning. So my friends and I stayed up literally till 4:30 in the morning talking, because we haven't seen each other in forever, but they're my very best friends. And then they had like impromptu camping trip to Joshua Tree in California. If you're familiar with California, you'll know Joshua Tree. It's like a freaking desert, literally a desert. But because I'm my own boss, like I'm my own boss, I can determine when I take time off and I don't. I extended my trip for the weekend. And so I was able to spend 2 days in Joshua Tree. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm pretty sure. And we had a crazy adventure. First of all, I'm allergic to dogs, if you didn't know that about me, fun fact. And they have 2 big, beautiful dogs. So I had to share a house and a car and a camping tent with 2 dogs. So my allergies were absolutely awful. I couldn't breathe. It was really uncomfortable. I was exhausted. I was jet lagged. It was really crazy. So I had that going on. And then there was like a sandstorm that was happening. So we arrived to the camping site. Hey, Maria. Oh, I love you. Haven't talked to you in forever. Anyway, so we arrived to the camping site in Joshua Tree, and it's a freaking sandstorm. Like literally we had sand in our teeth. Every single pore on my skin was covered in sand. Our ears were covered in sand, our shoes, everything. The car, like a layer of sand. Hi, Danya. And so basically, we weren't even able to set up our tent till after 10 p.m. So here we are, 5 girls. None of us are like camping experts out in the middle of the desert, trying to put up a tent at 10 p.m. with wind, like it was like 20-mile wind. And luckily there's like a guy in the area, and he helped us set up our tent. So we gave him like a $20 tip. He like works in like the area that we were at. So anyway, we finally got our tent up, and then it's freezing cold, like desert California cold. And guess what? We forgot my sleeping bag. So there I am, covered in sand. All of us are. Super awful allergies, in the freezing cold, and I have to sleep on the freaking floor with no sleeping bag. I slept with my shoes on. I had a hoodie. I had like a beanie. I had so many clothes on. Anyway, it was fun, but it wasn't fun. It's one of those things that I like to say, like, oh, I would have been so much more comfortable if I had just come home and I could have been home earlier. But then I wouldn't have this awesome story to tell you. I wouldn't have this great, super amazing memories with my friends. We like grew together, we bonded. So I'm just really grateful for adventures, and when things go wrong, that you're able to just overcome them and make them right and make an adventure of it. So that was my trip. And then I flew to Hawaii. And because I wasn't thinking with this, I had a negative COVID test, which when you're coming to Hawaii, you need a negative test or else you have to do quarantine. And my test expired by 24 hours because I extended my trip. Had I not extended my trip, I would have been able to stay to have it be valid in Hawaii. So because of that adventure, now I also have to do a 10-day quarantine in my home. At least I'm home. At least it's beautiful Hawaii weather. I still go out for a walk every day. But anyway, hopefully that's done soon. I have till Thursday, so I still have a couple days. But yeah, it's pretty rough to be in quarantine and have to go through it by yourself, but it'll be worth it. I can't wait to get life started again. And I got to take away some amazing memories and knowledge from my trip. So I'll be sharing those very quickly and just trying to get back on track. And yeah, Esley, I'll share some pictures. So that's where I've been, everybody. But I'm here, I'm back. I want to get back on track with my team and my social media and growing my business and self-development. This year is a lot of self-development, a lot of family, and leveling up my business. So if you guys have any questions, hit me up, and I'm here to be here and provide value to you guys, hopefully. So I love you. Thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Bye.